All right, so we're diving deep today into Greek mythology.
Ooh, yeah. Always a good time.
And you found this lecture, right, that kind of takes a different approach.
Yeah, it goes beyond, like, just the usual Zeus and Hera stories, you know,
Okay, I like that.
and looks for connections to other cultures.
Oh, interesting.
Even touches on AI a bit. It's wild.
Okay, got to hear this. So, got to start at the beginning then, right? Creation myth.
Right, right. So it talks about this, you know how it always is, from chaos comes order?
Yeah,
And the
quickly.
lecture really dives into Gaia.
The Earth goddess.
Yeah, exactly. Emerging from this, like, primordial chaos.
Okay.
And then it's interesting because you see the same kind of story.
In other places.
Yeah, yeah. Like Norse mythology
Right.
with Ymir, or the Chinese myth of Pangu.
Makes you think, right? Like, is it just coincidence?
It's a good question.
Or is it, like some shared understanding
Yeah, like deep down.
of how the universe works or started or...
Sure. I mean, it could be, right? Like maybe there's this common origin for the myth.
Mhm.
Or maybe it's just that early humans, wherever they were.
They were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense of the world.
Yeah.
This is what they came up with.
Makes sense. Okay, so then we got Gaia, we got chaos sorted out.
Well, hold on. Got to get to the family drama.
Oh, here we go. Always
Right.
fun with the Greek gods.
So Gaia, she creates Uranus.
The sky god.
Yep. And they have, well, a lot of kids.
Like, how many are we talking?
18. The Titans?
18 kids. Oh, my goodness.
Right. And these aren't like normal kids either.
Well, yeah, they're titans.
More like forces of nature.
Like monstrous, even.
Yeah. And get this, 12 of them
Okay.
form these power couples.
Power couples.
But the partners, they're both siblings and AD spouses.
Whoa, sibling marriage. That's,
Yeah.
it's not just a Greek thing, though, right?
No, you see it in Egyptian myths, too.
Oh.
Norse. Like, it's around.
Why, though? It's so, I don't know.
I mean, one theory is for ancient rulers,
Keeping it in the family.
yeah, like consolidating power,
Right.
bloodlines, purity, that kind of thing.
Makes sense, kind of. So these titans running the show,
Oh, but the next generation, that's where the real drama starts.
gotta love a good power struggle.
So there's Cronus, the youngest,
Okay.
wants power, obviously.
Of course.
And he castrates his own father, Uranus,
Whoa, that's a power move.
to take control. Intense, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
But doesn't he then get a prophecy?
Ooh, yes! That he'll be overthrown.
By his kid, right?
Exactly. Talk about a taste of your own medicine.
Yeah, so what does he do?
Well, this is where it gets kind of dark.
Oh, no.
Cronus, he's terrified of this prophecy.
Yeah.
So he starts swallowing his children
He what?
as they're born. I know, right?
That's messed up.
Yeah, it shows like the fear of losing power
Yeah.
can make you do crazy things.
Like even turn against your own kids.
Sadly, yeah. Luckily, Cronus's wife Rhea,
Okay.
she's got a plan.
Gotta save the day.
So when it's time for Zeus, their sixth child,
Number 6, wow.
she tricks Cronus, gives him a stone.
A stone.
Yeah, wrapped up like a baby.
Classic Trek.
And that's how Zeus escapes, gets whisked away.
Sets the stage for the big showdown then.
Oh yeah, Zeus versus Cronus. But he doesn't go it alone.
Who's helping him?
Some unlikely allies.
Like
The Cyclopes.
the one-eyed giants.
Yeah, they forge Zeus's thunderbolts.
Okay. And
Hecatonchires.
now those names I don't know.
100-handed giants, super strong.
So these monsters?
They were imprisoned by Cronus, see?
So they're rebelling.
Exactly. It's like oppressed forces rising up.
Okay, that's interesting.
Shows that even those seen as monsters.
Can do good.
Yeah. And if that wasn't enough,
More allies.
Gaia herself joins Zeus's side.
Wait, Gaia, but Cronus is her son.
I know, right? But think about it. Cronus imprisoned all her kids.
Oh, right.
So she's like, nope, gotta free my babies.
Even if it means going against her own son.
A mother's love, right?
Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
So then it's this epic battle, right?
Oh, yeah. Clash of the Titans, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades.
Versus Cronus and his crew.
Plus the Cyclops, the Hecatonchires. It's wild.
And in the end.
Well, you know who wins? Zeus becomes king of the gods.
But knowing Zeus,
Oh, boy.
things aren't going to be peaceful for long.
His love life, let's just say, it's complicated.
Put it mildly. All right, so Zeus is king. What happens next?
Well, he's known for, shall we say, fathering a lot of children.
With goddesses, mortals, the whole deal.
The whole deal, exactly. But even in his love life,
Power dynamics are at play.
always. For example, his first wife, Metis.
The goddess of wisdom, right?
Yeah, he swallows her.
Swallows her. Why?
Another prophecy.
Of course.
This one said Metis would have a son.
Who would overthrow Zeus?
You got it.
So he just eats her.
It's a myth, so kinda, yeah.
Wild. But this speaks to something, right?
Absolutely. Fear of female power.
Especially wisdom.
Yeah, seen as a threat to male authority.
And it backfires, doesn't it?
Big time. Metis was already pregnant.
With Athena.
Yes. And she's born,
From Zeus's head.
fully grown, in armor. Talk about a headache.
No kidding. But where do humans fit into all this?
Ah, good question. The lecture brings up the 5 ages of man.
The 5 ages.
Okay, each age is like an experiment by the gods
To create humans.
to see what works, what doesn't.
Interesting. So tell me about these ages.
Okay, so the first one, the Golden Age.
Golden Age. Sounds nice.
It was paradise. Humans lived in harmony, no work, no worries.
Perfect.
But the gods, maybe they got jealous
Jealous of humans?
or thought, these humans have no purpose.
That's too perfect.
Yeah, so they destroy them.
Oh, wow. Okay, hard.
Then comes the Silver Age.
What happens there?
Humans are strong, but kind of childish.
Okay.
They disrespect the gods.
Bad move.
Yeah, so they get destroyed too.
So each age is worse than the last.
It's a downward trend. Then there's the Bronze Age.
What were those humans like?
Violent giants.
So not great.
Not great. Also destroyed.
Okay, makes sense. What's next?
The Heroic Age.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Amy gods, heroes like Heracles.
Yeah.
But even they fall to war and a flood.
Okay, so no perfect humans yet. What about the last age?
The Iron Age. That's us.
We made it.
We're seen as weaker,
Oh, great.
prone to conflict,
Definitely true.
but we have potential for intelligence, wisdom.
So like a flawed experiment?
Maybe, but with a chance to improve.
Okay, so that's the 5 ages. But wait, where does Prometheus fit in?
Oh, yeah, good point. The Titan who made humans from clay.
Gave them fire, right?
Right. Rebelled against the gods.
So is he doing his own thing?
That's the question. Maybe separate from the 5 ages.
His own experiment?
Maybe the lecture leaves it open.
Makes you think.
It does, right? Like, was Prometheus the spark?
That led to all this.
Possibly.
Mhm.
Either way, he gets punished.
By Zeus.
Chained to a rock, eagle eats his liver.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Ouch. And then there's Pandora
The first woman, made by the gods.
as punishment.
Kinda, yeah. And that box of hers,
Pandora's box.
all the evils of the world.
Released because she was curious.
But one thing stayed in the box. Hope.
Hope.
So even with all the bad stuff,
Humans have that.
it shows our resilience.
Yeah, okay. This is getting deep. I like it.
And it sets up the afterlife, the Greek underworld.
Which we'll talk about next time.
Exactly. Get ready for some more twists and turns.
Wait.
So the Greek underworld, it's often misunderstood.
Yeah, like, it's not all fire and brimstone, right?
Not like some versions of hell. It's more like a realm of shadows
Okay.
and forgetfulness. Ruled by Hades, of course.
Right, Hades. And there's that rule about the food, right?
Oh, yeah, the food. You're not supposed to eat anything there.
What happens if you do?
Well, the myth says if you eat,
You get trapped.
you're bound to the underworld, can't go back to the living.
That's kind of creepy.
It is, right? And it's not just a Greek thing either.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the Egyptians had their underworld too. The river Styx, you know, these ideas.
It's like a universal fear.
Yeah, being trapped in the afterlife.
Not being able to come back.
Exactly. Death, the unknown, it's scary.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But the lecture, it takes a turn here.
A turn.
It connects this to, get this, AI.
AI. Wait, what?
Yeah, artificial intelligence. I was surprised too.
How did I even, I don't know.
It's about the 5 ages of man
Okay.
and AI development. The lecture compares them.
Okay, I'm listening.
It asks, are we like the gods,
Experimented
with intelligence,
Yeah.
creating something that could,
Become more powerful than us.
yeah, like the gods and humans?
Whoa, okay. That's a bit scary.
Right. It makes you think, are we repeating the same mistakes
Like focusing on power too much.
and not thinking about the consequences?
Yeah, like Prometheus
Giving fire to humans.
defying the gods. Maybe he's like
The tech innovators today.
pushing boundaries.
Even if it means breaking the rules.
Interesting comparison. But what about those who,
Are more cautious.
about AI, yeah. They're like
The gods who tried to stop humans.
limit progress, afraid of what could happen.
Right. It's like every invention has two sides.
A good side, a bad side.
Makes you wonder, what would the gods think of our AI?
If they were real, I mean,
Would they see it as a threat?
a rival, maybe? Or
I-
something completely different.
We can only imagine. But besides, like, the big picture stuff,
Creation, destruction.
what about the individual stories, the heroes and all?
Ah, yes. Well, one theme that pops up is hubris.
Hubris, that's the,
Excessive pride, arrogance.
right, leads to downfall.
Many heroes, strong and brave as they are.
They fall because of hubris.
Yeah, like Icarus, remember?
Oh, yeah, flew too close to
A
the...
wax wings melted, classic hubris.
And it's not just the heroes, right?
Oh, no.
The gods themselves.
They're full of pride, jealousy, and...
Revenge? Oh, yeah. Leads to bad stuff.
So even the powerful ones,
They mess up. They're human.
even though they're gods,
That's what makes the myths relatable, you know?
they feel real. Yeah, the gods feel emotions, just like us.
Love, hate, anger, all of it.
It reminds us that even though we're different,
We have a shared experience.
being human.
Hmm.
And it ties back to the 5 ages, doesn't it?
How so?
The gods trying to create perfect humans
They fail.
because they're imperfect themselves,
Trying to make something in their image.
but they can't escape their flaws.
The same flaws that make us human.
It's interesting, right? Maybe that's what makes us so
Fascinating.
complex. And the question is, are we the Iron Age?
Destined to be better.
Or will we make the same mistakes?
And that brings us back to AI.
Are we the new gods creating...
It's a lot to think about.
It is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
Are we, with AI, becoming like those gods?
Hmm.
You know, trying to make intelligence, but...
And will we learn from what happened in the myths? Like, will we
Will we screw it up the same way? Or can we actually, I don't know.
do it better?
Yeah, do it better. The myths, they don't give us like a straight answer,
No.
but they show us like how power works.
The dangers, right?
Hubris, yeah. And they say, be careful.
Think about what could go wrong
Don't just rush into things. Find that balance.
between, like, progress
And
and...
not destroying everything, yeah.
It's exciting, you know, to think we could create something so amazing.
Yeah.
But also kind of scary, like, what if we mess it up?
The myths, they're full of warnings.
About what happens when,
Power gets out of control, when people get too ambitious.
don't think about the consequences.
Exactly. But there's also stories of, like, redemption.
Oh.
People who messed up, but then...
They tried to fix things?
Yeah, like Heracles.
Oh, yeah, the 12 labors, right.
To atone for what he'd done.
So even if we make mistakes,
Still hope.
to make things right,
That's a good message, I think. Especially nowadays.
when everything seems kind of, I don't know,
Yeah, mess up.
the myths show that things can change,
We can grow, learn.
even from the bad stuff.
Humans are resilient, like we said.
So even though there's all this drama, tragedy in the myths,
In the end, there's hope.
okay, I like that.
They remind us, no matter the odds,
Even with our own flaws,
we can overcome stuff, do great things,
leave a mark on the world.
make it better, hopefully.
It's inspiring. And these myths, they've had such a big impact.
Oh yeah, on everything.
Art, literature, even how we think.
How we see ourselves, the universe, everything. It's crazy how these stories from so long ago,
They still matter today.
like they're talking to us directly.
About stuff we're dealing with right now.
It's like they knew.
Some deep truth about humans.
That never changes, no matter the time.
So for everyone listening, what's the big takeaway?
Well, I think it's that, the past.
It's not really gone.
It shapes us, you know, how we see
It's
things.
the choices we make.
But if we understand these old myths,
We can understand ourselves better.
yeah, and the problems we have now,
Even the new ones, like AI.
it's like looking in a mirror.
Seeing all our good sides, bad sides.
The potential, the mess ups, the gods, they were like that too, right?
Oh yeah, they messed up plenty. But they also did amazing things.
It's a reminder that we can too.
It's powerful stuff.
And that's why these myths, they grab us.
They're not just stories.
They're about us, our struggles,
Our hopes, our dreams.
trying to figure out life.
In a world that's, well, often pretty chaotic.
Exactly. They give us wisdom,
Inspiration, a sense of wonder.
and they're timeless.
This has been, wow, a lot to process.
It has, hasn't it?
I feel like I learned so much. I hope everyone listening,
Feels the same way.
yeah, keep exploring these myths.
There's so many more stories to find.
Each one has something to teach us
Maybe even about AI, who knows?
about what it means to be human.
Exactly. So, until next time.
Keep that deep dive spirit alive.
Absolutely.